Hello everyone, Jason Alea back here again, and today we are going to be reviewing Batman The Long Halloween Part 1. Now, a criminal that's lurking in the shadows starts killing people every single holiday, starting from Halloween. And Batman, Harvey Dent, and Jim Gordon are trying to figure out who this killer is, what he's trying to do, while some other criminals are not willing to have this one bad guy up in their own game. Like the Joker doesn't want to be overthrown as second place as the best criminal mastermind of Gotham. So he's trying to come up with his own plans to basically outperform this guy, and the Batman is getting help from Catwoman, Harvey Dent, to try and figure out who he is. And that's how I could bestly simplify this movie. Now, this movie came out around the summer, and I saw it a few weeks ago. I never got a chance to review it, and it is split into two parts. I have part 2 here, which I will review another day, and in my opinion, these two films are pretty great. In my opinion, I think I like the second one a little bit better than the first, but the first part is still really good. It just suffers from leaving things uncertain, and it doesn't feel like a complete movie. You know how you know that there's a part 2 coming up. I think that's kind of why. Though it's not like Twilight or Hunger Games levels bad about splitting the movie into 2 parts and there's clearly a third act missing. No, it's nothing like that. It does have a good 1, 2, 3 act structure. Just that to me, it felt like there was definitely still something missing despite that. I think it could have benefited from just being one movie. One long-ass movie. I think it could have benefited from that. But overall, this is still a pretty good film. I love the setup for Harvey Dent here. And if you've seen The Dark Knight, then most likely you are going to notice some similarities to his character here and there. This is of course based off the book The Long Halloween. I never read that graphic novel. I am planning to. I just don't know how accurate it is to that graphic novel. So if I ever do read it, I could then properly judge it for accuracy. But I'm just judging it as a movie. And overall, I think that his arc with his wife was pretty well done, and you do care about him. The story for Batman is also very interesting, as this movie's kind of him learning to take up the mantle as the greatest detective. And you can tell that he's just been fighting bad guys. He's now getting into some detective work for the first time, and it's him trying to learn how to use those skills to his advantage. And I like that aspect of Batman becoming the world's greatest detective. It's very interesting. And having Catwoman there is also fun. Her motivations are left unclear is my biggest problem, and why I feel like this should have been one movie. But her screen presence and the actress playing her did a very good job. All the voice actors were all really good. The animation, I was worried that could look a little bit stiff, but surprisingly it all looked pretty clean. There's just a few moments where the animation does feel robotic, but for the most part, for a straight-to-DVD Blu-ray movie, I thought the animation was really good. But then again, this is DC Animations. They always have pretty good animated movies, including how they look. Excluding maybe Batman and Harley Quinn. But overall, the whole look and style of the film was pretty good. And Joker's involvement was fun. I love what they did with this character and how he's just trying to upstage this new killer. and who's going around killing people on holidays. And the whole plot line is also pretty well done. It does feel like, as I said before, it was left unfinished, but it did leave off in a very cool cliffhanger that made me very, very interested to see what happens in the second part. And overall, I just had a pretty good time. A few problems I had were like the Catwoman character being a little bit underused and not having a complete reason to be there yet. But overall, I had a very good time with this film, and I'm going to give Batman the Long Halloween an A-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.